Hello students, welcome you all to this video. Rational or irrational, all are real numbers. So we will study about irrational numbers and real numbers today. I am Pratima, welcome you all. This is for class 9. You must have noticed that when somebody talks at random, people say don't talk irrational. So that is the use of irrational in the English language also, which is not rational, which is not systematic, which is not uniform. We say it is irrational number. So let us learn what is irrational number. So what we know till now about the rational numbers. Rational numbers is represented by Q, capital Q. A number Q is called rational if it is written in the form P by Q, where P and Q are integers, but the Q, the denominator, is not equal to 0. Then what will be irrational number? The number t is called irrational if it cannot be written in the form of p by q. It cannot be written in the fraction form where p and q are integers and q is not equal to 0. Now, you have already come across many irrational numbers without knowing that they are irrational. But formally we'll learn about them in this video. Now, what are the irrational numbers? For example, under root 2, under root 3, under root 5, and the most familiar number to us is your pi. It is also irrational number. The collection of all rational numbers and irrational numbers together are called real numbers. It is denoted by capital R. So this is the real number system. You can see inside the rational numbers, integer is there, again inside it whole number is there, inside is natural number is there, and irrational numbers, they are completely different from the rational numbers, and together taking irrational and rational, we call it real numbers. We can present both rational number and irrational number or real numbers on number line. Every point on the number line represent a unique real number. That's why we call number line as real number line. So when irrational number can be presented on number line, let us learn how to do it. To locate square root 2 on the number line, we'll apply Pythagoras theorem. We'll apply square of 1 plus square of 1 is equal to square of root 2. So on number line, I'll mark 1 unit as A. So that will be the side of right triangle. At A, I'll draw 90 degree and I'll take another side of the right triangle, that is 1 unit. Now when I'll join OB, so automatically that will be the hypotenuse and it will be under root 2, square root 2. Now how to draw it on number line? So draw an arc equal to OB to cut the number line. So let us mark it P. So OP is equal to square root 2. Next, to locate square root 3 on number line. Again, we'll apply the Pythagoras theorem. What will take? Under root 2 square plus 1 square. That will be 2. Under root 2 square is 2. 1 square is 1. 2 plus 1 is 3. Whose square is this? It will be square root 3 whole square. So we have already drawn square root 2. Now I'll take root 2 one side, and on it at a 90 degree I'll make another one. So it will be a right triangle OBC, whose base is root 2 and altitude is 1. So automatically the hypotenuse will be square root 3. So OC is hypotenuse here. The length of OC is equal to square root 3. Now how to bring into number line? OC as radius, we can draw an arc to cut the number line at Q. So OQ is equal to square root 3. Now how to make square root 5? Now we have understood. You can take 2 one side, 1 on side. I will draw the 90 degree. Then automatically the hypotenuse will be under root 5. So you can try yourself. Next concept is, we'll express the real numbers in decimal, or real numbers and their decimal expansion. First I am going for very familiar rational numbers. It is half, 1 by 3, 1 by 4, 1 by 5, 1 by 6, 1 by 7. 1 by 1 will divide and will write these fraction or rationals in decimals. First I have taken 1 by 2. If we will divide 1 with 2, you will find that remainder is 0 and it will be 0.5. So when I'll take 1 by 3, you will go on dividing. You will never get remainder as 0. It will go on. So it will be 0.3333. You can try your once, pause the video and do yourself, then you will understand better. So 1 by 3, the quotient is 0.33333. We call it recurring decimal or repeating decimal. What is repeated here? 3 is repeated here. So 1 by 2 was a rational number. I got 0.5 in decimal. 1 by 3 I got 0.333, or it is not terminated. It is non-terminating, but it is repeating. It is repeating. See, instead of 0.3333 so many times, we write 0.3 bar, one line above it. Next, 1.1 by 4. If you divide this 1 by 4, you will get 0.25 and you will get a remainder 0. 1 by 5. If you divide, you will get 0.2. 5 2s are 10. Again, remainder is 0. Now I am going for 1 by 6. It will be 0.1666. So here you see 6 is repeated. 6 is repeating. 1, then 6 is repeating. So remainder is never 0. Go on repeating. 6 is repeating. So we say 6 is recurring. It is a recurring decimal. Similarly, 1 by 6 is 0.1666. So I'll write 0.1. On this there will be no bar. 6 is repeated. So on 6 there will be a bar. Next is 1 by 7. 1 by 7, you will see that it will be 142857. We'll be repeating 142857. So you go for doing till evening, you will find the same result: 142857, 142857, 142857, and the remainder is not 0. So what I mean to say, when any rational number I am expressing in decimal, so either will get remainder 0 or remainder is never 0, but that time we get repeating numbers. So 1 by 7 can be written as 0.142857, all 6 digits having the bar, because all the 6 digits are repeated. You can try 1 by 9, 1 by 11, 1 by 13 and find out how it can be written in decimal form, in short form. So definition of the rational number can be done in this way. The decimal expansion of rational number is either terminating means remainder is 0, or non-terminating, recurring. If remainder is not 0, so it will go on repeating, it will go on recurring. So we can define the rational number in this way: the number whose decimal expansion is terminating or non-terminating recurring is a rational number. In the same way, I can define the irrational numbers now. Let us see what about irrational. Now let us see how we can represent irrational numbers in their decimal expansion, or how we can represent irrational number in decimals. So I have taken first irrational number familiar to us, that is square root 2. So 2, first I am doing the square root by division method. If you cannot follow any step, please uh, pause the video and write yourself, because you have already learnt in class 7, 8 how to find the square root by division. So I put 1 multiplies 1, 1. Then it will be 1 is the remainder for this step, and 1 will be added to the divisor and the quotient will be added. We will get 2. Next, 1 is less than 2, so I'll put a decimal. When I'll put a decimal, it will take 2 zeros. Now I have to think of a number which will be multiplied with the same number. Suppose I'll put here 24, then 24 fours are 96, which is less than 100. So I'll put 4, 24 fours are 96. So 24 plus 4, again divisor will be added to the quotient and it will be 28. As I have given a decimal, so 0 0 will come down, so it will be 400 divided by 28. Again we will think of what should be written right side of the 28, so that 22 8, that number multiplied by that number is less than 400. So that means I have to think 281 into 1 or 282 into 2. So 281 multiplies 1 will be less than 400. So I'll put 281 multiplies 1, this will be 281. Again it will be 119. So 281 will be added to 1, so it will be 282. Again what I'll take 2 zeros. I'll take 2 0 and I'll put a 4. So if we'll do this, again you will get your 2. That means I have gone up to 4 places, still I am not getting any repetition. So you will go on doing this, you will find different and different numbers. So it is not recurring, neither we are getting the remainder is 0, or we are not finding the repeated numbers after the decimal. So root 2 will be 1.412. So you can, if you have, will sit patiently and go on doing this, you will get square root of 2 is 1.4142136. Oh my God, such a big number. Everybody will lose the patience because it is non-terminating. Remainder is not 0. Also, it is non-repeating. Non-terminating, non-repeating. So what is irrational number decimal expansion? It will be non-terminating, non-repeating. So we'll put always dots after the digits. Similarly, we can define in that way the decimal expansion of irrational number is non-terminating, non-recurring or non-repeating. So please note and remember this definition. A number whose decimal expansion is non-terminating, non-recurring or non-repeating is a irrational number. You can be surprised to see your pi, which you use in many places. You are very familiar with this. It has 3.141592. So recently one has gone up to 52 decimals. Still you are going on doing this. So such a big numbers. Now, how to find whether rational or irrational. So first we got the definition. If it is non-terminating, non-repeating, then it is irrational number. Now, for your more knowledge, you can learn this concept. If R is a rational, S is a irrational, then sum of a rational and irrational is always a irrational number. Difference of rational and irrational is a irrational number. Product of a rational and irrational is a irrational number. Division of rational with a irrational is also an irrational number. So we have learned so many things. Now it is the time of testing. You have to identify the real numbers as rational and irrational. So in the left side in numbers I have written so many real numbers. You have to find rational and irrational. To test your knowledge, you can pause the video, you can do yourself, then you can compare the result with my answers. First is square root 4. Square root 4 means square root of 4 is 2. So 2 is a, yes, 2 is a rational number. So let us click. Let us put a tick mark. Next is 2.253253. See, it is a non-terminating, but it is repeating. What is repeating? It is 253, 253, 253. So it is non-terminating but repeating. So it is again a rational number. Now square root 3. Square root 3 is an irrational number. It is 3.1723, like as we did square root 2. It will go on adding the digits in the decimal. So it will be, yes, it will be irrational number. Next, 1.23233233. Is it terminating? No, it is not terminating. How do you know? Because there are two dots, many dots after it, that means it is continuing. Next is, you have to see whether it is repeating. See, 2, 3, 2, 3, but again there is another 2. So 3, 2. Again 3, 3. That means it is not recurring, not repeating. So it will be irrational number. Next is 1.33333. So it is very easy. Yes, I know you have done it. It will be rational. It is recurring or repeating decimal. Next is 2.420. 4200. Find out which digits are repeated. Is it a pattern, repetition pattern? No. Is it finished? No, because there are dot 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 dot. That means it is continuing. So it will be a irrational number. Next, square root 23. Can you find a whole number of square root of 23? Is it a perfect square? Then what it will be? Irrational number. 1.10, 100, 10001. So it will be again, yes, irrational number. Next stage we'll learn how to write irrational numbers between two given numbers. Two real numbers, maybe between two rational numbers, maybe between two irrational numbers. First write irrational numbers between 1 by 2 and 1 by 3. So write the decimal expansion of them. 1 by 3 is 0.333 and 1 by 2 is equal to 0.5. So you have to find number in between 0.3 and 0.5. So it can be 0.4, 0.4, and when you are writing irrational number, that means irrational. Irrational, there will be no similarity, anything. So 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 1, 4, 1, 1, 1, 4, 4, 1, like this. Next will be, it can be 4, 3, 4, 3, 3, so on. So there will be no definite pattern. You can write anything. Write two irrational numbers between square root 2 and square root 3. Here there are two irrational numbers. You have to find the irrational number between these two numbers. So here also you will write in decimal expansion, not maybe all the numbers. Write first two digit. So root 2 is equal to 1.4142. I will take only 1.41, and for root 3 I am taking only 1.73. So you have to find a number. It can be 1.5, it can be 1.6, but the number should be not repeated or not end. You will put some dots. So each number is 1.5141, whatever you write, but put some dots. And here also put some dots. There will be no regularity in the pattern. So then it is done. So you can write thousands of infinite numbers of irrational number between two numbers. In next video, we'll learn how to write a recurring decimal into fraction and operation on irrational numbers. So watch on the video if you want to learn.